A video that I was going to react to, and I did, but it's one of the videos that I didn't have my audio. So hello. So it's Undertale Stronger Than You, a battle animation. So it's the Stronger Than You, the video, but it's the battle animation.
It's a beautiful day.
Also the singer, I don't know if that can be copyright striked. I don't know, but I guess there's no point to think about that now.
Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like this, kids like you should be burning in hell.
Well, that's actually a cool animation.
Turn around, kid, it'd be a crime if I had to go back.
You know what, I could imagine Sans like, I don't know, some like 1 in 10 chance of Sans just started singing to you. It's in Undertale, just to annoy you. He would do that, because his entire goal is to get the player to reset, and that could just be very annoying.
On the promise that I made for you, so don't step over that line, or else then you're gonna have a bad time. But kids like you don't play by the rules, and guys like me, it ain't easy to be.
Yeah, the player does cheat, because in the end, right, you know when Sans just doesn't give you your turn, the player just goes to the button. Which I'm going to go off to like a tangent here. But does that mean that it does work by the honor system? Or Sans is just like very smart. And he somehow hacked through it? Because if he can stop time, which he can. Because I'm going to explain again in all of my videos. In the Grillby scene, time just stops. I don't know at what point. But if you play the Grillby scene, you get what I mean. Time will just stop. Now, it doesn't say that, like, oh, that's a high amount of time for it to stop. Maybe it drains his energy, but the fact he can stop time means that Dusttail, any, like, murder Sans, is possible. Because he could just, like, let's say Undying or Asgore. Sans could just teleport behind Asgore or Undying, pause time, and surround them with blasters. To the point he has just enough energy to leave, right? And then let them blast, and as he's teleported away, he can get his energy back, which he can do very quickly. Because if you've seen the actual genocide battle, when he goes to sleep, all this sweat goes away. Which I don't know if that's meant to like look like, oh, he's gaining back his energy. But if that is what that's meant to say, then he gained it back quickly. So, again, either way, and also you could just do a sneak attack. When Frisk is about to attack, stop time, because only Frisk was able to move because they were in the little circle that seemed like Sans was in, so he didn't pause himself in time. So he could just step back a bit to where Frisk wouldn't be in that circle, and then just pause time and then take the kill. Or just blue soul mode them. Or do what he did in the... Because, again, what I think how, like, the player did the thing where they moved the soul was because this is, like... This is a perfect example. This is not what the player, like, Frisk is actually seeing. This is what the player is seeing. So, well, I think that's because of that. So, let's say, right, now the player, like, moved the soul there to there. Was only just... Because Sans was throwing you to the ground. It probably took away the knife, so you cannot attack. And the reason punching wouldn't work is his HP is probably like 11, because you know when you sleep comfortably in bed, you know the bed, you get, I think it's 10 plus more health, max health. I bet that's what this guy is doing, over health or whatever. Like, it's more health, but it's not permanent. You get the idea. Well, I guess it is permanent if you just don't take damage, which is what that guy's doing, because he's dodging. But I don't think he did anticipate having, like, 9999999 damage. I don't think he anticipated that. I think he thought, at least at some level, hell, he probably could have blocked it. I don't know, I don't think he'll do this, but he could probably teleport some monster to him and just get them here. I mean, theoretically that would work, but then it would give the player XP, so I guess I see why they're not doing it. Anyways, I think we should get back into it, otherwise it's going to be an hour-long rant, but what you are seeing isn't what's actually going on, at least not fully. Like, there's no soul on the buttons, that's just easier to see, right? You know, the soul's on there, it's selected. But what's probably actually going on, he's throwing you to the ground with blue soul magic, he's trapping you there. But then he gets tired and his blue magic starts to fade, like you've seen lots of animations. And then they crawl to the knife, which is their fight button. Which is why in Last Breath, do you know when he breaks the fight button? That's just him breaking the weapon. You can no longer fight because he's broken the weapon. And I mean in the phase 2 on that one fight, Last Breath fight. I think it's Last Breath Renewed, I don't know. But it's the one where he has like a blue bone. And he's using it as like a dagger. And it's incredibly difficult that a cool YouTuber Merg had trouble with. Had to do like 5 videos on. I do think Merg's a good YouTuber, but I think we should get back into the video itself. That could also explain why Flowey could do an impossible attack, because what Sans is actually doing there isn't like, he isn't actually stopping your turn, he's stopping you from attacking. Same with Last Breath, he's just destroying the weapon, which destroys the fight button. Now, I imagine Mercy act an item. You would just destroy your items and you just have no items. I don't know, but it's a player interface. I doubt Toby Fox thought ahead, but that just is the best explanation for how he can stop your turn.
We play for fools, so let's go. Let the room get chiller.
These subtitles are annoying. Hold on, I need to check something. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I think you'll just magic keep dying. You're not gonna win.
Yeah, see here, right? It's a good example. He's not actually extending the battle box. He's just throwing you across the corridor and teleporting. This is a good point to stop, but he's just literally teleporting endlessly. He's literally, no, wait, I saw that. I like how he's making jokes. If I didn't do it now. It was a slice try. That was actually funny. Why is that funny? I think it's because it's so... Because sometimes jokes can be so bad that they're funny. I can't explain it, but if a joke is so bad, it flips to being funny because of how bad it is. Yeah. I can't laugh. Yeah, he finds it funny. Yellow eye. It's a yellow eye too.
This is where it starts.
Yeah, he's tired.
This is where
yeah, so it is that, and I know I'm like comparing a fan animation to canon animation, no, canon, but it's the only way, because a fan, right, yes, they're going to make some stuff up, but if you're going to be able to do any information or get any results, you're going to have to mix some stuff together and get the most possible result, which is, would explain Undertale and stuff, but I will get into that, and I may even do the give me a minute, me saying this is just making it harder, so yeah, because I literally see the animation here, the battle animation as well, so maybe I'll just do 2 of them in one, because that's easier for me. So that's yeah.
If you want to get
yeah. This also is like why I don't think the box is actually there, because otherwise, because again, like, you know when you fight Undying the Undying? Why would Undying give you a shield? Unless it's some type of... I mean, what it could be is Frisk, Kara, the player, whatever, grabbing a spear and using it. But then why wouldn't Undying just take it off of you? Or destroy it? I don't know. How can the spear block more spears? I guess it's because the game and that would be annoying. But I guess that's kind of what Undying is doing. When she takes you by the green soul mode, she's taking the spear away. Because otherwise it just doesn't make sense to me how, again, Undying is doing that. And if it doesn't make sense why I'm talking about this in this video, it's because I've already talked about this in a video. But unfortunately, the audio was bad. Very bad. The audio just wasn't there because since I'm using a laptop, it has a very specific one. That's why I can make it so it doesn't show all my tabs. But you know the problem with that? And doesn't show like, all the other videos. I can just focus on this one.
Try again.
Yeah.
But no matter how I stall you, you don't give up your attack.
Also makes sense for him to say that.
Just like the feeling of your sins crawling on your back. Go ahead and try to hit me if you're
I'm so good for this Why did the player even think that? Also, the reason why, the last breath example, why, again, I mean, then again, if we're comparing, like, the knife would be the fight button, technically speaking, items would be their pockets, or their bag, or whatever they're using to carry the items. The buttons are just, like, what you can do. Like, you can fight, but if you remove your weapon, you can't fight. And especially in the last breath example I used, it's the one where he blocks, so punching wouldn't do anything. If anything, it would hurt you, as I think it was a blue bone. Also a good example. Wait, okay. Let me just... There you go. Why doesn't Sans, like... I can't explain it. I know, like, I'm keep pausing, but that's the point of reacting. You're reacting and then speaking your thoughts about the reaction. Yes, I could do this afterwards, but then I'll forget, so... If you don't like it, watch the original one first and come back to me. Now that you've watched it, because again, I get that. I watch lots of YouTubers and I think, can they just get to the point? So I just watch like a playthrough of the game first, so then I no longer feel like, oh. Or just wait. I mean, again, my rambling isn't completely off topic. And again, it's a thought experiment. Like I've always thought, what happens if a monster absorbs more than 7 souls? Like, do they become more of a god? Because the way I think about it, at least my head can, is 6 souls make you a god, but the souls can resist. 7 souls, you're still as powerful, but they can't resist. You know? So would 8 souls just add more? And do the souls need to be different soul types? Like, they need to be different soul traits? Or is that just, like, I don't know, a coincidence? Because, again, it's a little weird. Like, could a monster have 7 perseverance? Also, why is perseverance and determination? Don't they mean the same thing? Just, I guess, different context? Like, if you persevere, you're determined. Like that, they mean the same thing, don't they? Is that deliberate or not? But also, again, we should get to the end of this video because I want to do 2 videos in one. I'm not going to do that. I have. Also, isn't there like a theory that sounds like, don't like dox me in the comments because I know that's probably happened before. But the Sans' nest theory, it could be technically possible. Because I don't want to get too into it, but if MatPat is right, that if I'm going to do a reaction to that, because that really interests me, because it could be possible. Because I mean, Matt Pet could be right if the stuff he's talking about does connect. It's just if it connects. I'll talk about that in a different reaction video. So I don't want to be doxed. Yeah, here. This is not what's actually going on. It's just I guess to visualize it, Sans threw you to the ground with blue soul magic. He fell asleep, so the magic stopped working. And again, then you, controlling Frisk, Kara, whatever, technically it's Kara, but you are now crawling to the knife to pick it up. And as soon as you get to it, you are now able to fight because you have the knife. Well, in this case, you didn't get to it, and Sans done the smart move. Because if you see, here, look, he used the last of his energy because again, you stop sweating a bit. Because if I take this back to here, no, he's not sweating that much here. But again, no, he saved energy just in case. That's interesting. Well, that's the end of the reaction video, maybe, unless there's a little bit more. No, there isn't. So that's the end of this reaction video. I know I ramble on a lot, but it's because I'm very talkative. So, and again, I don't like being around people, so I can't talk to people. So it's either myself or I do a reaction video. And I just love talking. I could talk endlessly. Because there's also, I'm going to go into a rant again in a minute, but how I write stuff, right? Like when it's English in school, what I do is I just start a sentence, right? And I just give my brain a prompt, and I just let it think. I write, it thinks, and I do that endlessly. To the point where we're in a 5-page story that's, nonsense. Because my brain can't put a coherent thought enough to where it's good. But also I'm just horrible at English. Maths. The only thing I'm relatively good at is ICT. And because I'm talking about it, I'll tell you why. My memory's bad. So, the way to explain it, I guess, is as soon as I, stop thinking about what I've just learned, I just forget it. Hell, I don't even remember what I did in my last math lesson. And if I can't even remember that, I don't remember how to do maths, do I? Because all school is remembering. You remember what a teacher told you. You remember what you did. Problem that with me, I can't remember that good. So, hell, I can't even do and I don't care that I'm about to call myself out for being dumb here. I blame the school. I don't even know how to do subtraction or times. I barely know. Do I say it? I barely know how to do column addition. And I'm in high school. Because I forgot how to do it. So school, for me, is useless. At least to an extent. The only times I've been, useful is for ICT. Because I don't know if I have, again, I don't know. But I'm expecting I have some, because I can remember stuff in long-term memory. I can remember, again, I can remember, in my brain a minute, I can remember, stuff that's years ago. But I can't remember stuff that happened a few hours ago. And I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, well, I don't know. That you just have to try harder and you'll eventually remember it. I've had years of trying to remember stuff that I was trying to remember. But now it's just becoming a therapy session, so goodbye. And again, I'll see you in a different reaction video which has audio.